The night after the final, the rugby world celebrated the year's outstanding achievements of those on the field and the contribution of those who selflessly support the game in so many other ways at a glittering ceremony in London.
Events like this are very important to the whole game, not just the winners and the people who's involved in the final few games, but everybody from rugby, the wider family. It's another thing that's a tick in the box. It is an absolutely fantastic event tonight.
One of my great mates, I see him walking out with a William Webb-Ellis Cup the other day, Mr. Big Jace Leonard. Like, we always had a tradition of catching up regardless, win, lose or draw, and sharing a pint with each other, because that's just the spirit. So you work hard, you try and compete hard, you want to beat the opposing team, but you never lose sight of that friendship, mateship, which I think epitomises rugby.
I think it's nice in an event like this that everyone can relax, because everyone's so busy with their own schedule, travelling around, that we often, we don't spend enough time together. So tonight, I'm looking to anchor myself in at the bar, see a couple of old familiar faces, and then obviously a lot of guys have finished their international careers at this World Cup. So probably a bit of a celebration for a lot of us. We've been playing for a long time.
Nigel's contribution to the game of rugby was, first of all, as a significant rugby player.
He was a typical scrum half. He was massively competitive. He was in your face. But what I do remember about him was that he kept going, no matter what the match situation.
A publisher, a writer, an author of significance, and then as a raconteur, and as a prankster, very important in his story.
He would probably be the last person I'd take with me into the jungle, but very definitely the first I'd want to see when I came out, a great companion.
Long temper, drop goal by Deely Stick. What a finish! What Deely Stick not only kicked the conversion, he's kicked the greatest drop goal in the history, surely, of IRB Sevens rugby.
A commentator at the very highest level of 15-a-side and making his own standards at the sevens. His contribution, I say, is ginormous.
It's a huge achievement, just the respect of my peers, everyone else in the world, and just to know that they think highly of myself. Just huge privilege and honour, and representing my family and country.
It means the world to me. I never expected it, but I think this is just a bonus to be part of the three, like Siabelu and Simi Kunitani. To be part of that is just amazing, and to be seen as one of the best guys in the world means the world to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the IRPA Try of the Year is Julian Savea.
Now it's the New Zealand counter, and Carter calmly puts it high. Ben Smith with the chase, and he's got it, Ben Smith. Spedding's gone down in a heap. Brilliant take, and now the French are in all sorts of trouble. Retallick, and it goes to Savea. See you later.
I'm really accepting this award on behalf of the team. It's not just one person scoring that try, and all the hard work from the boys inside me really creates that try, gives me the opportunity to do what I do. So, like I said, I'm accepting on behalf of the team.
It's just obviously an honour and a huge privilege to win an award like this. Hopefully I can inspire and be a role model to get the younger girls to be able to put on some boots and a jersey and have a run around the rugby field.
The winner of the Breakthrough Player of the Year award is
surprise, surprise, a World Cup winner. Nehe, Milner, Skudder.
Quite surreal at the moment, especially after last night's events, and yeah, to wake up today and to come along tonight and pick up this award, man, quite humbling as well.
The unanimous choice of the selection panel, and this year's winner of the Referees Awards is Nigel Owens.
You know, I thought it was pretty special, sort of getting awarded to referee the World Cup final. It's the pinnacle of any referee's career, but well, to get this as well on top, you know, when there's so many other referees out there who are probably quite just as worthy of this.
Listen to that. They're all from Wales, that's why.
Speaking to Brian O'Driscoll and John de Villiers earlier, and they were saying, you know, last night they were talking about the game and nothing about the referee, and that says your job is done then, and that is the biggest compliment you can get, you know, when in one sense you get a final to forget because you're not mentioned in it, and that is the biggest sort of plaudits I think you can have as a referee, I think. I think with refereeing, I think the same as playing, you probably don't really appreciate what you're part of until you probably hung up the boots or hung up the whistle in my case. And that's when you sit back and realise, God, I was part of that, you know, and but now you don't feel that.
The story this evening is that young boy, Charlie Lyons, has actually tried to return the medal to Sonny Bill, but the mark of the man is he said, I've given it to you, it is yours to keep. World Rugby, on the other hand, would like every winner this evening to go home with a medal. And so they've rummaged in the store cupboard and they have found the final one. So Richie, if I could ask you to do the honours. Ladies and gents, would you welcome up, please, the great Sonny Bill Williams to receive his medal.
Pretty sure most of the boys in here would do the same thing. I'm just quickly, Liam Messam actually gave his beanie, so he wanted to know if he gets his beanie back too.
We'll have a rummage and see if we can find a beanie as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team of the Year, champions on and off the field, New Zealand.
The last 24 hours, obviously winning the final last night and then getting this award tonight, I guess, caps off a huge amount of hard work. And, you know, we perhaps, after the last World Cup in 2011, we rolled off on that and put a full stop. And we had the goal of giving ourselves a chance of playing the final last night, and to go out there and perform like we did and win that trophy and obviously win the Team of the Year is pretty special. To be captain of a bunch of men like that, like we've got, is a huge privilege and an honour, and I pinch myself every time I get that opportunity. We've got a great mix of youth, young guys that are coming with sheer enthusiasm and talent, everything that you'd expect from those young fellas, and we had a good bunch of men that have been around for a long time that understood what Test rugby is all about, understood what it took, and had the skills and the desire and I guess the thing that ticks under the chest to direct the team the way we wanted. And you put that together and you get a pretty special bunch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surprise, really. It's all happened so quickly in regards to coaching Australia, and you know, it's a real privilege for me to be able to coach Australia. And I think, you know, only a day after the final, it's still very bittersweet. It's not, it's certainly not the prize we were looking to collect, but you know, I'm very honoured, and especially when you've got a guy like Steve Hansen who's just come off a second World Cup victory, and I think my team has helped me so much in enjoying coaching the national team and becoming better at doing that along the way, because I'm relatively inexperienced at international level. So it's been a real group effort from everyone, and I've really enjoyed that time. The players didn't flinch once when I asked them to do a lot in a very short space of time, and I've never enjoyed it so much, the camaraderie and the teamwork and just the great things about rugby, and I'm a bit sad it's finished really, but we'll look forward to our next matches. That's going to be England. It's going to be a great series when they come down under, and we'll really look forward to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2015 World Rugby Player of the Year Award is Dan Carter.
Seriously, it's hard to believe, to be honest. It could have been given to any one of the nominees tonight. They're all fantastic players, so I was just humbled to be nominated, but to achieve this award is pretty special. But you can't achieve awards like this without thanks to my teammates. They're a special group of guys, and to achieve what we have this year has been amazing, and I'm just really happy to be a part of it. The mixed emotions I had at the last World Cup, being injured for the playoff games. Back then I had a dream and a goal to be a part of this World Cup side, and I felt like I did then. I was able to contribute a lot more to this World Cup than I was 4 years ago. So it's a pretty special moment, and I guess just to create history and do something no other team's ever done before, and win back-to-back World Cups is something very unique, and I think just goes to show the special group of guys we've got in this team, and it's I'm just pretty happy right now. I've had a challenging last couple of years through injury, and there were times where I doubted I'd even be here today playing for the All Blacks at a World Cup, and to be here, and the last sort of 10, 11 months have been pretty special for me, just to be able to get the confidence back of playing week in, week out, get some confidence in my body, and then obviously playing on the biggest stage. That's what I love. It's what I love playing. That's why I love playing for the All Blacks, is to play on the international stage, and there's no bigger stage than at a World Cup. And I've had a fantastic 2 months, and it's just topped off by not only this award tonight, but winning that William Webb Ellis Cup is pretty special.